nice as usual. Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining us from today. So you're welcome back again to Kenny's Healthy Cooking with the Saladmaster. Right, so today is our day 4 of the vegan 1 month challenge, no animal products. So I'm just going to share with you my breakfast for day 4, and what I have for my breakfast includes, I've got the grape, both green and red grape. I've got some nuts in here. I've got ground nuts, tiger nut, and I've got the Brazil nut over there, and I've got my melon, I've got my avocado, I've got some cucumber, ginger, lemon, apple, pink lady apple, and green apple. I've got some dates over there, 1 large banana, and I'm just going to use a handful of those vegetables. The type of kale leaf is one of my favorite, so I'm just going to actually put them in the freezer. So I'm just going to take only just a handful, and that will do for my breakfast. Just a handful, and that will be okay for my breakfast. Okay, so all I'm going to do now is my smoothie, and of course I've got my that's the oat which I will be using. I'm just using 1 pack of this one, and I'm going to blend them all together. I'm using my blender, and my breakfast will be ready in a minute. So right, so meanwhile, here is the handful of kale. Like I did mention, I'm gonna use a handful. I've washed this one, just a handful, okay, and I've washed every other fruits and veggies in there and chopped them off, including the nuts as well. Also, for the lemon, I'm gonna use both some zest, the lemon zest, which is that one, as well as the juice as well. Okay, so just get the seed off, and then while this is the drink which I'll be using, the oat drink. So that will be the liquid which I will use to blend them all together. So I'm not using water on this one, just add a little bit of that, and then we're good to go. I've added a few more because I've got some oats and nuts in there which are quite dry. Okay, so here we go. So here's the final look of the smoothie. Look at that. So remember, it's got lots of nuts, and the lemon and ginger gave it a different nice flavor, and the nuts and every other stuff is taking it to giving me the nutrient which I require for the day. So I'm just gonna sprinkle a bit of nuts on it, and I'll be ready to make the final look of the smoothie in here. You can see I've just sprinkled some coconuts, chopped to cook. That's the coconut over here anyway, the diced coconut. Okay, so I just sprinkle a little bit of it in on it, and this is the final look which I'll be having for my breakfast. Okay, remember, it's got some kale leaves, some nuts, avocado, cucumber, apple, grapes, both red and green, and lemon. So like I said earlier on, the lemon and I used the zest as well, so the lemon and the ginger gave it a very nice flavor, and the combination of the fruits and veg gave me the required nutrient which I need for this morning to keep me going. So that's my breakfast for day 4 of the vegan challenge. Okay, the 1 month vegan challenge. So I'm just gonna enjoy this now with my spoon. Thank you, and see you later for the main meal. The rest of the ingredients includes the bell pepper. So I've got 2 big bell pepper and 1 red bell pepper over there. I've got my onions, both white and red onions. You can use anyone. You can use 2 ripe plantain. You can use more than that if you want. And I've got my favorite vegetable, which is that one. Is a kind of kale leaf which is in this family of that's the name actually. So that's the name. The type of kale leaf. So I like it because it looks like the Nigerian oval leaf. That's the fluted pumpkin leaf, the fluted pumpkin. so it's very healthy, very green as well. So that's what our vegetable actually. And then once, and for my tomatoes, so you can use 3 big fresh tomatoes, 3 big fresh tomatoes if you want to. Right, so here is the beans. I've got the beans earlier on washed properly. I washed it about 3 to 4 times, and I just soaked a little bit in cold water just to soften it a bit more. So it's been soaked for about an hour or 2 thereabout. So you can use any beans of your choice. You can use the brown beans, the white beans, or any beans of your choice. Okay, so what I'm using here is the brown beans. Now the next thing I'm going to do, obviously remember we're cooking in the Saladmaster Bad Girl, which is that one. Remember the Saladmaster Bad Girl is a little bit different from the Saladmaster Bad Bowl, because this one is just a little bit deeper and narrower, unlike the Saladmaster Bad Bowl, which is a bit wider and flatter. Okay, so what we're going to do now is just put some water in here. That's the Bad Girl in here, so add some water in the Bad Girl. And then afterwards you can add the beans. Remember, like I said, the beans have been washed previously, so you don't need to parboil it. Okay, I've washed it earlier on, and that's it there. So put the lid on, fully closed, and you can set the temperature, because I want to do a very quick one, like using it like a pressure cooker. So I'm setting it on 220 for about half an hour. Okay, and then afterwards we can come back to it and add the pepper, which we'll be using to cook it. So just set it on 30 minutes. There we go, and we'll come back afterwards. So now you can go chillax and come back and have it. I'm just gonna blend them like I said with them ones. Now it's all blended, I'm just going to wow, look at the beans. So I've cooked it now. It's quite soft. Please do take note, I've just used just a tiny weeny water to blend the pepper, tomato, onions. You wouldn't want your beans to get quite soggy, so I've just used just a little water to blend it. And then afterwards I'm gonna put the lid on and get my plantain ready, because remember I'm cooking this with plantain and the vegetable. Now you need to wash the 2 plantain, wash them and nicely put them in. I'll get them ready to put it in there as well. Okay, so here we go. Just slice it like that. There we go. I like them ones that are a little bit not fully ripe, but you can just put them like that. Right, so that's it all nicely cut in there. So the next thing I'm gonna do is just to boil inside the beans now. So also remember, when it begins to click, you tone it down. So I've toned it down to 135. Once the valve begins to click, then remember to tone it down. Mix the beans now, and I'm just going to put the plantain. Okay, look at that. So put the lid on, leave it on 135, and then the next thing I'm just going to wash the vegetables and get them over. Right, so here's the vegetable which I'll be using. Also remember, it's a type of kale leaf, and that's the type of species of kale, and that's the name in there. So I'm just going to nicely wash them and cut them, ready to go in there as well. So here is the kale leaf, all nicely cut in there. So already look at that. So it's ready to put in the pot in 3 more. Next thing I would like to do, remember we've added the plantain, so now I'm just going to add the vegetables, which is that one, and that's the last stage. Wow, look at that. Definitely going to be really healthy, delicious. Wow, so you don't need to stir it at this point, just put the lid on, fully close, ensure you've got everything out of there, and put the lid on. Allow it to cook for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then this will be ready. Right, so after 2 to 3 minutes, let's have a look. Wow, so that brings us to the end of it. So just give it a proper stir now, and then we can serve. Look at that. Oh, looking nice. that. So remember, you can add turmeric if you want. To. Right, so that is it here. That's the end of it. So we now